Hello friends and welcome back to Simply Clouded. In one of the previous videos, I had promised you I will show how to change the task definition of an ongoing service, be it on Fargate or an ECS instance. This particular process is same for any task or any service running on an ECS cluster. So I have a Fargate cluster in which a Jenkins service is running, which we learned in the previous session. And this Jenkins is using task definition number one. If I navigate to the tasks, I have a running task with task definition revision one. Now we'll navigate to the task definitions and we'll choose Jenkins and we'll try to create a new revisions. I already told you before, you cannot edit or delete a task definition. You can only deactivate the active status of a task definition. Now, one of the use cases could be that we want to add more CPU or more RAM to your containers or to your tasks. Another use case could be to change port mapping. Third use case could be to change volume mapping, add external mounts, make the persistent volume and all that. That's when you learn Docker in detail, you'll understand what different things you can do in a revision. For now, I'll take the easiest use case of adding more CPU and more RAM to make my task more powerful in terms of compute. So I will create a new revision. It will take a serial number. So if it was the revision number one, it will create the revision number two. Now what I'm doing is I'm increasing the task memory. I am increasing the CPU, and I'm also editing my container to be able to use that CPU and use that memory. So I'm going to increase the hard limit to 1 gig. If I update this and if I give it 2 CPUs and 4 GB RAM, and if I assign the 2 CPU units to my container definitely will become more efficient in terms of performance. Now I have created the task definition, which has created a revision number 7. Now, since my task is not running the revision number 7, it is running the revision number 1, I will go to my cluster. I will go to the service that I want to update the task definition of, and I'll click on update. It will ask me for the family of my task definition. I will select Jenkins, and then it will ask me for a revision. I want to pass the latest revision, and you always have the option to later roll back to a previous revision of your task definition. So if you didn't like the changes, or if someone else made the changes that you want to roll back, it's always going to be divided into different task definitions. So it's going to be easy for you. So I'm going to select 7 here, and I'm going to skip everything and just update the service. If you go to the service, the existing task will still be running the old task definition. So all you need to do is go to the task and kill this particular task. Since my service has a desired count of 1, since my service has a desired count of 1, it will take a couple of seconds for this service to place another task, but this time with the new task definition. So this time I was able to give more CPU and more memory to my task by creating a new revision of the task definition, updating the service, and just killing the task and let the service do everything on its own. Try this out, guys. Once you launch the application, you can do whatever with it. Fargate is a great thing. Post your comments and post your queries in the description. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe for more such videos at Simply Clouded. To subscribe our channel, please hit the bell icon at the bottom.